this is a terrible angle. I need you guys to be up higher. I need like a cup. Hold on. So I am getting ready to go to this Marvel experience. It's at Yorkdale, and I guess they have like they have this exhibit going on with all like the Marvel stuff. So I thought, why not put on a little something on my face since I haven't really gone anywhere. I got the Sephora, can you guys see that? Matte Perfection Skin Tint. And I've used it already, but I think I used the wrong base underneath it because it was clinging to some of the dry patches in my face from my eczema, so like here and stuff. So I'm going to try it again, but this time I'm just going to use my glowy base underneath it, which is the Auric Beauty Glow Lust in Citrine. So hopefully that will correct it. But before I do that, I have to get I'm going to apply with my hands. So I'm just going to wet this actually, so give me a second. Okay. So I'm going to put this on my face, which is the Glow Lust, like I mentioned before. I'm just going to, this is so concentrated I find, but I really, really do like it. And I'm going to use it as like a glowy base. I do have on sunscreen. I'm wearing my Supergoop sunscreen. I'm using the Playa one, which is SPF 50, and it literally is water resistant up to like 50 minutes or something like that. Wipe my hands off real quick. And we'll see if this sits better on the skin if I apply it with my hands over applying it with my fingers. You're supposed to shake it really well. Ugh, it's really liquidy actually, so I'll show you guys when I squeeze it out of the tube. It's very liquidy. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I've shaken that as much as I possibly can shake it, and it comes like a little squeezy tube. So if you guys can you see how liquidy that is? Now the shade is a wee bit dark, but I feel like if I work it into my skin with the glowy base, I'll be able to like get away with it being that tad bit dark. I don't know. We'll see. But let me just, my mirror is down here, so sorry. And just rub that into my face. And hopefully it doesn't look too bad. This is so impromptu because I didn't really realize I was going anywhere today. So I'm just gonna push this into my skin and hopefully not look like a hot mess. And I have you guys so high up because my tripod wouldn't like sit there, so I'm just gonna wipe my hands off. I'm using a damp rag so I don't get makeup everywhere. I'm just gonna, this mirror has a light on it. See, that's sitting so much better on the skin than when I used the other day. Last time I tried to use this, I used the LYS Secure Gripping Primer underneath it, and this thing literally it was so, no, it doesn't work. This is a matte tint. It does not work with anything gripping underneath it. FYI. So if any of you are thinking about buying it, that's why it didn't really work for me. And I got it in the color Tweed number 12. I'm gonna use the Rare Beauty concealer in 3W80, and this is a really light concealer, so we'll see how this goes with this. I don't even know. I'm just gonna put a bit in the corners here and a bit on the outside just to lift the eye a bit, you know. I'm gonna put a little on my nose because I get a wee bit of redness. I'm gonna put a bit on my chin. I actually like this concealer. It's like quite good. I have a hair. Oh man. Today, this is so impromptu. This is what happens when you're like rushing and you're like, oh no. I do not have a sponge because I forgot to buy some, so I'm gonna have to let this kind of sit and then like tap it out and then blend it with my finger. But while that's doing its thing, I'm gonna pop onto my brows the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze. My camera stopped recording, so sorry. I'm just gonna put this into my brows. This stuff is okay. I wouldn't say it's amazing. I bought it to try it and I actually don't mind it. I think it's okay. I have relatively like thinner brows naturally, so I think it holds my brow hairs okay. If I let it kind of set and I push my brow hair up with my finger afterwards, it sits a lot better. So I'm just gonna do that really fast. I don't use a lot of this product because I don't think you really need that much. And then I take my pinky and I just kind of like push this into place so that it stands up a bit. And I actually let that set. So we'll see if this is good or not. I'm like letting there's a fan going, so if you can hear that, I am so sorry. Because I used my fingers, I have to use my fingers and a brush to buff out this concealer. And hopefully this concealer works with this tint, because this is the worst time to test makeup. This is the worst time to try and test makeup when you're going somewhere. Like, why? Why can't I be one of those people who actually just wears the makeup and like does... I did a wear test before with this and it wore okay, but because of that primer, like I mentioned, it literally kicked up and I was so upset because it looked like my face was falling off. So I'm hoping that it actually works better now that I've just used like a glowy base, and I'll use powder to like obviously set my concealer and whatnot, but we'll go from there. So we'll see how it goes. Now I have blended out that concealer. So I feel like the only way you guys are gonna... I don't have a light on, this is so bad, is to do one of those and use my mirror as my light. So this is, okay, this actually blended out pretty well. I don't ever put concealer on my forehead. I don't see a reason to do that. Actually, I just don't like it. Anybody who knows me knows I just don't like it. This powder I'm about to use is discontinued. It doesn't exist anymore. It's the Patrick Star powder that he did when he had his matte collaboration. I love this powder. I'm so sad that I was not smart enough to buy another one. Like, when you see something you like, I'm just gonna use my finger just to tap out any creases that may happen because I get such creasing under eyes. But as I was saying, I'm so sad that I didn't actually think about the fact that I would want this powder again, like a noob, and I didn't buy it. Who does that? Especially when something is so awesome. And I do not bake. I am actually pushing this powder into the side of my nose and my eye, underneath my eye, because I don't bake. My face doesn't like it. So I'm just gonna do that real quick. I bought these puffs from Cinema Secrets and they're amazing, and I do wash them because that's the only way to really have anything really last is to wash it. But like I said, I don't actually bake. I just put powder. I press translucent powder into places that I know I need, and I haven't done my brows yet. So that still needs to be done. Oh wow, this is all over the place, guys. My bad. Oh man. Does this even look good? Can you see? How does that look? Does that look good? I think it looks pretty good. This mirror just makes me look... I feel like I look relatively kind of flawless. Like a nice way. Like a natural way. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Wow. I'm tired. Okay, so I'm not really doing like full makeup, but what I am going to do is brows, and I've been recently using the Charlotte Tilbury brow cheat, and I have the color... What is this color? Black Brown. Woo! And I like it. Can we talk about how... Can you see that? It's so nice, and it has a spoolie on the end, and it's refillable. Who doesn't love a refillable brow product? I mean, this retails for $32 Canadian, and the refills are $19. I think that's actually a pretty good price for a really good product that seems to be relatively resistant to me and my oily skin. So I'm just gonna Do you see the difference? Can you see the difference? Can we just focus here? Do you see the difference of like the brows? Nice, right? It's really nice. I much prefer this brow pencil now than I did the first time I used it. The first time I used it was when I had just gotten it, and it didn't work because the base was off and it just wasn't sitting properly and I wasn't happy, but this looks really good now. Next up is gonna be contour maybe, or some bronzer, who knows? Let's go crazy. But I'm gonna use my Real Techniques sculpting brush and I'm gonna go in with like, wow, could this be, this is so rushed. I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Stick and Truffle. I use this to bronze, not so much contour, because I just don't. I'm gonna put a swipe there and a swipe there. I'm gonna put one here. Oh, this braid is blocking that. And I'm just gonna take this brush and I'm gonna gently blend out what would be, I guess, would be contour, but not really because I bronze my face more than anything else. I really like the truffle sticks because they're matte. If you just look here, see? It's really nice, right? It's also very light. Like, I'm not doing anything super crazy with my makeup. I'm just trying to like enhance. If any of you watching me know me personally, you would know that at one point I used to do a full like beat. Like, it was insane. Like, I should insert some pictures of the way I used to do my makeup. Now I feel like for some reason I got older and like forgot. Not even forgot. It's like I got older and was like, I want to look more natural. So at one point I bought makeup from Oakenfort and I got this, it's called Color Wash, and I'm obsessed with this color. It's called the color Clay. Can you see that? Just don't see that? It is the nicest color. So I'm going to apply it with the brush I put my contour on with because, why not? I'm just going to apply it a bit higher because I like my blush to be a little bit higher. I feel like it looks better. I'm just going to tap that on. It is such a pretty shade. And on top of that, it literally is a wash of color. Like, don't get me wrong, if you really want to, you could really concentrate it and really kind of make your, like, whole thing look crazy. And I'm putting a little on my nose because we all know that the sun, blush on the nose, is very youthful. For any of you guys who don't know, I'm 32. I'm going to be 33 in December. So, I want all the youth I can get. All of it. I'm joking. But am I really? No. Anyway, so all that's done. I think the only thing I haven't really done is I haven't really been wearing highlighter. But if I do wear highlighter, it's the one from Nude Sticks because it's more of like a glossy highlighter. If I could get it out of here, that'd be great. I've been using their Hey Honey for a while, so I sometimes will pop this on and then blend it into my blush because it kind of is it's a glossy finish. So instead of having like powder, it's a cream, and I put a little on my nose and I blend that out to kind of get the glossy kind of look that I'm going for. Use the same brush I just used. I'm just going to tap that into my skin, and it just kind of goes on in a way where it looks more seamless. I'm going to use my finger in a second just to really kind of get it in there and just like blend it a bit more, and then I just put a little on my nose and I tap that out. Yeah, and I end up with this. The lighting of this is not that great, but can you see it? Can you see it? All that work and you just don't see anything because I did this so rushed without any light because there's like no light outside. The light's coming from this side, so because my window's over there. But my camera overheated, so that's why I had to stop. But this is the finished makeup look. I don't have any lip product on because I'm going to have a mask on, so it's going to get messed up anyway. But I think it came out very fresh. What do we think?